So in this video, we're going to look at some of the tools that we'd use to actually clean out a typical drawing that's been given by a consulting engineer. So we've got just what we were looking for setting out. So we've got this drawing here, we've got things like sections in it, we've got lots of OS background data, and then we've got the information we're actually after. So the first thing I'm going to do is I can see when I select the OS tile here, that that's actually in as a block, so we can just basically right click and choose delete, and that's gone. And then we can just section round the data here, the section data, delete that. And then we've got these boxes around the data. And I'm just going to draw a box around those, hold Control, and just select some of those, and then just hit delete. So we're just going to systematically clean out some of this data here further. So we'll just zoom in. It's still a pretty clumsy big file that we have here. I'm going to select, and again, we can see we've got a big block here, and I'm just going to right click. I'm not going to delete it all because we need some of it. We're going to explode it. And we're just going to delete the blocks after exploding and hit explode. Now that data's been exploded, we can start cleaning it up. We've got all the internal details of the houses here. So we'll just select that. That is all in as a block. We don't need any of that, so we're just going to delete that in its entirety. And then what we can do is we can start now cleaning it out a little bit further. So we're going to select the trees here, and we're just going to show you how Select Similar works. So we're just going to right click and we can choose Select Similar, and we can see that it's actually finding a few trees here. But it's when we right click and choose Select Similar, we're choosing the last settings for Select Similar. Whereas if we go through the Home tab and we choose Select Similar, and then we choose a source object, we can choose exactly what similarities we're looking for. And if we're not looking particularly for a specific rotation in that block or a particular scale in that block, we can turn these off, and then we can hit apply. And we can see that it's finding basically all the trees on the actual project itself. And then we can just hit OK, and I could right click and I could choose to delete those. Now that we've changed those parameters in Select Similar, if I actually right click and choose Select Similar again, then it will be running Select Similar based on the last settings that we've used. So we're no longer looking for the block rotation or the block scale, and that will basically continue to operate that way. So the Select Similar command is a very, very important command when you are cleaning up drawings, getting ready for setting out. So I'm just going to delete all those trees, and then we can use Select Similar for an awful lot of these things. So features like this, the text, we can use Select Similar, and we can clean those out. If we're noticing a particular layer that we want to clean out, sometimes the easiest thing to do is just we want to visualize it first, so we can select something, and then again we can just go across to the View Filter Manager and we can choose View Only Layers of Selected Objects, and we can have a look at that and we can say, yeah, all of that is just text that I don't really need, and we might not want to put that across to the controller, and we can just select Ground and delete that, and then we can turn all the layers back on. We can carry on. So that is just highlighting a few tools within Trimble Business Centre for cleaning out a drawing ready for setting out. What I would say, just to finish off, is that often when you're actually putting stuff across the controller, we may only want to actually choose Select Layers. So if we were only wanting to export the drainage layers, then I'm just going to select those, View Only Layers as Selected Objects, and then I can just draw a box around those, and we can choose to export to CAD or whatever we're using, LandXML, and we can choose to export just these layers that we've got here. Thank you.